Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Screen Scene Guru, and tonight I'll be discussing Raw from Netflix, WWE, Sporting Entertainment. This is for the week of October 13th, and of course the Monday Night Raw we just had yesterday on the 27th, so catching up on the last two. Let's get into this stuff. Really exciting news here. Starting off with October 13th, this was 2 weeks back. We've got The Vision betrayed Seth Rollins in a brutal attack. Really unexpected stuff here, but then again, we've had, groups, trios have tried to function as operating members. That has never really lasted in the wrestling universe. We did get to see just 48 hours after their triumph at WWE Crown Jewel, The Vision suddenly attacked World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, plus CM Punk emerged victorious in a triple threat match against Jey Uso and LA Knight. So very interesting stuff there. The match started off with Seth Rollins addressing Monday Night Raw as the winner. Of course, that energy would quickly turn. Dirty Dominic Mysterio defeated Penta in an Intercontinental title match. Then we got to see Rhea Ripley defeat Kairi Sane after Crown Jewel, and then that led to the Kabuki Warriors going out and humiliating Rhea Ripley in the match, which is basically all they're good for, really. Bronson Reed defeated Jimmy Uso, which we've seen Jimmy kind of really going back and forth between SmackDown and Raw, kind of making a fool of himself a bit. But going on, we got to see Lyra Valkyrie and Bayley defeat Roxanne Perez and Rachel Rodriguez, which was a really awesome match. I highly recommend you guys go out and check it out if you haven't already. Then, of course, we got CM Punk defeated Jey Uso and LA Knight for World Heavyweight title. Number one contender, triple threat match. And of course, right at the end, we got the Vision assault on heavyweight champion Seth Rollins, which was initiated by Braun Breaker. And he basically said, "You're with me or you're out," which is very interesting news. Paul Heyman initiated that they were the newfound members. I do believe they are going to bring in Brock Lesnar at some point. They've been kind of showing a little bit of tease of that. We haven't really gotten to see it fully yet. I do want to go into a bit of SmackDown because they do talk about some upcoming fights. So, SmackDown, October, I believe it was a couple days ago, so the 28th. Today is the 28th, so I think it was 26th maybe. October 26th. Let's see what that comes up with. There's a Halloween coming up SmackDown, which was pretty cool. We also got October 3rd, that was a while ago. October 26th, okay, here we go. That was a while back. So let's go back. Let's see. 3 weeks ago. Okay, let me find the right one real quick. Okay, so I found it. It was October 24th, so just a few days ago on Friday. SmackDown results we got right here. It's on the USA Network if you guys watch it on there. We got Drew McIntyre drops Cody Rhodes after defeating Jimmy Uso in a no DQ match. Really interesting stuff. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes was interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Jimmy Uso emerged to brawl with McIntyre. So he's been making a big name of himself on different networks. Taina Togona and JC Metro defeated Ray Felix and Suki Namuruta. So some interesting people in SmackDown. We also got the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton, who was defeated by Keena James. Also, we got to see a new United States champion, Ilja Dragunov, defeat Sami Zayn last week. So that was really interesting. And then Ilja Dragunov defeated Aleister Black for the United States Open Challenge. We also saw Drew McIntyre defeat Jimmy Uso. And Damian Priest came back after that stunt with the fireball in his eye. Who was that match against? Damian Priest emerged at the ringside, caused distraction for Dragunov to defeat his opponent, challenger with the Torpedo Moscow. So a headbutt, basically. But Drew McIntyre ended up taking out both Jimmy and our United States champion, or not United States champion, but our main guy, Cody Rhodes, with the double claymore, which was sad to see, building up to this Saturday night main event this week. So like I said, let me go back to Raw real quick, with the Raw results. October 27th. We had CM Punk and Jey Uso stalked their claim for the World Heavyweight title. And then, of course, Penta was versus Rusev. It did a no contest following the Los Americanas interrupting the battle, getting involved. Roxanne Perez defeated Nikki Bella, which was kind of shocking, but they have a tag team match this upcoming Saturday with La Primera, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Nikki Bella are going to both go up against the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Rachel Rodriguez. So that's very interesting this Saturday coming up. Braun Breaker did take out LA Knight, which was an unfortunate turn of events. You know, we were all hyping up LA Knight, and he was doing really good in that match. He almost took out Braun Breaker twice, but he ended up getting him with the spear, which was trending on social media. And then JD McDonough somehow made it through the match, defeating the Irish legend Sheamus, with a bit of help from Finn Balor, helping on the ringside, hitting Sheamus with his own shillelagh. That always helps, I guess. They've got a tag team match coming up next week against Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, trying to get their tag team belts back. And then, of course, the women's tag team match. We saw on social media Bayley called out Charlotte Flair and Alexis Bliss and asked for them to go put their titles to the test, going up against herself, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyrie. It was an awesome match, fantastic. We ended up seeing Alexis Bliss and I almost said Liv Morgan, but it was Charlotte Flair beat Bayley, even though she went all out. And then, of course, their tag team match was interrupted kind of dishonorously by the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi. And that was the end of the match, leading up to this weekend's big title match with Jey Uso going up against CM Punk, and then there's a triple threat match between Rusev, Penta, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Very interesting stuff here. And then, of course, ladies match against Nikki Bella, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Rodriguez. So very interesting. Can't wait for Saturday. Probably going to be making a video about that. Very soon we're going to be having our Halloween Spooktober. So I'm going to be coming out with some more content for that. Be sure to like the channel, follow it if you aren't already. Share the video if you like. Who's your favorite fighter in sports competition? Let me know down below. But until next time, guys, signing off. Have a good one, and ciao. Bye-bye.